Good afternoon, everybody. Sorry, just adjusting this a little. I'm not sure how good the light is today. I can't see that. Wait a minute, sorry. There we go. Hopefully that's a bit better. So how is everybody today? Many apologies. Actually, I've got the light behind me and the light in front of me. Let's just go that way and see if that works a bit better. Perhaps it does. I'm still working on getting the lighting right, so hopefully that's okay. Hi, Karen. Nice to see you. Many apologies. I put on my status that I was going live live with Lynn 3 at tea at 3. Look, and I had an interruption actually, and I needed to go and deal with something else. So we are having tea at 3:45 now. Also, did you know it's Wear a Hat Day? And in my rush, I was looking around for a hat and I couldn't find a proper hat. So I thought I'd find the nearest thing I'd got to a hat. So I hope you like my hat. But actually, and anybody know what Wear a Hat Day is all about? I noticed on Twitter that it was trending just before I was due to go live at 3. And just thought, grab the nearest thing that I could put on my head that looks like a hat. Hi, Becky. And so anybody know what the hashtag wear a hat is all about? If anybody knows, just do come in there. And it's very appropriate for something I was talking about earlier in the week. And when I was talking about it earlier in the week, I didn't know that we had hashtag wear a hat day this week, but that came up on Twitter. But I was going to hop on here and just have a little quick roundup of things that are happening. And tea at 3 seemed a good thing to do. Hi, Amber. And actually, basically what happened, I was selling some things. I'm decluttering, as some of you know. And exciting times, I found my rail pass. So anybody who was watching the other day and didn't know and knew that I was looking for my rail pass, it was in my purse all the time, hiding in a little section that I didn't notice. So there we go. I have my senior rail pass. Panic over. You love the colander hat, Amber? Yes, it's Wear a Hat Day, and it was the nearest thing I could find quickly. And so anybody know what Wear a Hat Day is all about? If you don't know, I'll tell you in a minute, but just see if anybody knows what Wear a Hat Day is. It's trending on Twitter at the moment. Anyway, so I've been selling some stuff on Facebook. This is what I wanted to really chat to you about. And a lovely gentleman came and he was buying something from me, and he was coming on the bus, and it was an old a stereo system I no longer wanted. And he was coming on the bus, and we were trying to get it in two bags, and I don't have a car, so I couldn't deliver it to him, and it wouldn't go in Lilac Lil either. So he was going to try and take it on the bus. Actually, as it happened, he could get a bit of it in the bag, but the rest of it wouldn't go. So what I said was, I have a fantastic community. And, you know, you always prove me right. Whenever I tell people I've got a fantastic community and I'm going to ask my Facebook people about this, whether it's finding an answer to something or getting some help for something, I just put it out there and somebody always comes up trumps you. My community is wonderful. And so this stereo set had to go from my house in Ryde to Jason's house in Shanklin. And I said, look, don't try and struggle with it on the bus. There was no way we couldn't get it in the bags. We hadn't got bags big enough. So I tried to find a suitcase that I could lend to him, but the suitcase wasn't big enough either. It wasn't the right shape. And so I said, leave it, I'll find it. So as I always do when I've got an issue or a problem, I just pop it up on Facebook and I said, is anybody able to take something from Ryde to Shanklin? And I got 2 or 3 people comment, and I got lovely Gemma. Hi, Rachel. I got lovely Gemma, who's been a Facebook friend. She's been following me on some of my live streams. We hadn't met, but she said, I can do that for you this afternoon. So I linked her with Jason. She connected with him to make sure that somebody was going to be in to collect it. Then she came to my house and collected it from me. And we had a wonderful conversation, and it's another new friend, that a Facebook friend that's now become a real friend. I did invite her in for coffee, but she had to dash at that point, but we are going to meet up for coffee. I just want to say what a wonderful community we live in. It's all about helping each other and paying it forward. Hi, Ruth. And so, you know, Gemma, now I've met her. Hi, Billy. Just talking about what a wonderful community we live in. And I'll just run over that again. I had something that needed to go from Ryde to Shanklin. Somebody was buying something from me, he couldn't get it on, couldn't manage it on the bus. I put up on Facebook, because my Facebook tribe, you never ever let me down. Whatever it's been, whatever it's been. And the hat, Billy, is because it's Wear a Hat Day. I mean, the calendar is for Wear a Hat Day, and it was the nearest I could do. So I'm still waiting for anybody to tell me what Wear a Hat Day is all about. If you don't know, I'll reveal it in a minute. And actually, I will. I did find another couple of hats that I will put on in a minute. But when I was first looking, this was the nearest thing I thought, and I thought it might just make a bit of a giggle. So, so my community, you never ever let me down. Whatever I ask, whether it's a question, just a question that needs answering and somebody needs help, or whether it's connecting somebody with somebody else, or whether it's like this, needing something to go from Ryde to Shanklin, somebody always comes up trumps. It's just great. It's paying it forward. And, you know, if we can link up more people and make and include them in this community, because there's a lot of grumpy people out there. Hi, Sarah. A lot of grumpy people out there. A lot of people who actually, if they decided to work with people rather than against people, I'm sure we could actually make a more friendly community all round. I mean, I say my Facebook community is absolutely amazing. You know, you always come up trumps. You make me laugh as much as I make you laugh. You help me as much as I try and help you, because when I broadcast, I try to inspire, educate and entertain. Hi, Claire. And so, whoops, I'm losing my hat. Wear a Hat Day for those of you just coming in now. And I'm still waiting for somebody to tell me what they think Wear a Hat Day is all about. Some people will know, some people won't. And as I say, this was the nearest thing I could find to a hat when I was looking quickly. Yeah, so that's really what I wanted to say, was what a fantastic community that it is around here, around me on the Isle of Wight, and you never let me down. And also my wider community, because some of you are coming in from the mainland. You come in, you watch, you inspire, you chat with others, you engage. We have a lot of fun here, and I'm really enjoying. I don't like writing blogs. I don't like doing all that stuff. I love jumping on and making my content audio and visual, because that's very much me. I'm not a great reader, so I don't read a lot of blogs. I like audio, I like visual, and in fact this sort of content is getting noticed far more. So if any of you've got messages to put out, if you want me to put messages out about events you're doing, about you know, maybe I know next week, unfortunately I can't live stream next week, because I'm not going to be around when Lou of Stitching Elmer's moves from one shop to the other. I wanted to do the opening of the shop, and I'm not going to be around at that time, but I will live stream his new shop when I am around, as soon as I am around, so I will be able to do that. Any events that you think I can get to and live stream, come on, let's get the world live streaming. Yesterday I was talking on my live stream about some wonderful greetings cards. I belong to a greetings cards company, and I wanted some cards to send to people to say, come on, push that damn button and get live streaming. And I just said it, and they've been created, and they're on their way to me, and they probably will arrive tomorrow if the Royal Mail doesn't let us down. There we go. Well done, Amber. Yes, you went to look it up. She's right. Look, gold star for Amber. If she's just looked it up, Wear a Hat Day 2008 is for brain tumour research. Now, it's very appropriate that this happens to be this week, because on Monday night I went to my brother's full FGB, Full Gospel Men's Business Meeting, and once a month they have a meal where they invite their ladies as well, and my brother always invites me, and they have networking. Hi Emma, they have inspirational speakers, and on Monday I sat next to Michael Connolly, who was the speaker, and he was giving his testimony. He became a born-again Christian. It is Good Friday tomorrow. Sorry, yes, no, it won't arrive tomorrow. They'll arrive on Saturday. Yes, I realise, bank holiday it won't. No, it will arrive on Saturday, hopefully, Amber, and then I'll be able to show you. That's right, sorry, I was just tripping myself up there. And so, what was I saying? Do you know, I lose my track all the time, but then I'm a granny, so it's okay. Yeah, no, so I was talking about Monday night, and Michael was giving his testimony. He had been in his earlier life into drugs and, perhaps not the best life going. And he became a born again Christian and gave this wonderful testimony. But then he went on to talk about his lovely wife, Karen, who was sitting across the table from me, Karen Connolly. And her story was that she had a brain tumour that grew for 10 years undetected. Can you imagine that? She was having symptoms and nobody detected that she had a brain tumour for 10 years. Anyway, thankfully, very thankfully, it was finally diagnosed, and she's had, she's had operation and she's on the road to recovery. She's not fully recovered, but she's on the road to recovery. And so she was talking about the Brainy Bunch, and the Brainy Bunch are here, a charity here on the island. I mean, Wear a Hat Day is for it's for brain tumour charities nationally, but on the island here, there's the Brainy Bunch do a fantastic job of raising money and raising awareness. And Karen said they were really supportive to her, supportive emotionally, but also supportive financially, because obviously that's had a big impact as well. And in fact, then it triggered in me. I remember live streaming the Brainy Bunch. Hi, Tina. Live streaming the Brainy Bunch back in last summer. They were doing, hi, Mark. I'm wearing a hat. I know all your folk were wearing hats in church on Sunday, Mark. It's actually Wear a Hat Day today. Mark is the pastor at the Newport Congregational Church, and they all wore hats on a Sunday in church. My sister-in-law was telling me that she had a fascinator on, and they were wearing. But today is actually Wear a Hat Day for the brain tumour awareness nationally. And so I saw it trending on Twitter and thought, I really had to get in on this, and the nearest thing I could find was my lovely green calendar. I actually do have another couple of hats around. I am actually going to wear those later on when I do my later broadcast tonight. But yes, so I am going to, because I'm wearing a hat, I'm going to make a donation into the Brainy Bunch. If anybody else wants to know about how they can do that, get in touch with me and I'll find out, because I literally saw that it was Wear a Hat Day just before I was due to broadcast at 3 o'clock. And then, of course, my broadcast got delayed. But hi, Jane. Look, there's my hairdresser. She'll be sorry to see me covering my hair up. But hello, Maureen. Oh, what a lot of lovely people coming in to the broadcast this afternoon. Yes, so I will be making a donation. Yeah, no, it's not Tupperware. I don't think yes, it is Tupperware. Actually, Jane, you're right. It is a Tupperware one. But for those of you coming late into the broadcast, I'm sorry, I'll just have to repeat. It's Wear a Hat Day, and it's awareness for brain tumours, brain tumour charities. And on the island we have the Brainy Bunch, and they are doing a fantastic job. The Brainy Bunch was actually started, I believe, by Mark Grime, who's a fireman who had a brain tumour. And earlier, last summer, I actually live streamed them. They had scaffolding up on Western Gardens in Ryde. I will do, yes, absolutely. Thank you, Amber. I will find it. I don't know if Mark, if you're in the broadcast still, Mark Evans, if you're in the broadcast and you can find the link where we can donate. Otherwise, I'm sure that I can find it afterwards and make sure that some people donate just because I wore a silly hat. I don't mind what I do. If we can raise awareness, that's good. Yes, so last summer, Mark Grimes and all the firemen were doing a 24-hour. It was like they were going up Everest. It was like climbing Everest for 13 times. They did a 24-hour challenge. And hi, Karen. And so I live streamed them at the beginning of the challenge. Then I had to run off somewhere and go and do some more live streaming up the other end of Ryde. Then I went back to see how they were getting on. And then the next day, or late that night, I went to see how they were doing. And then as they were finishing, 24 hours later, I went back to live stream them. And that was all to raise awareness for the Brainy Bunch. They are doing a fantastic job. We have so many people who suffer from brain tumours. We just need to raise the awareness, and what better way than live stream? Not only raising the awareness for the brain tumours, but any charities we've got. So anybody wants to shout out their charities and let me, you know, if I can do any more things to raise awareness, then I will do that. So, you know, if wearing a calendar is what I have to do, then that's fine, because I'm happy with that. Actually, I will show you. I did find, look, I did find my little white hat. Now this one I bought, and I'm going to make, I've got all sorts of Eastery bits, and I'm going to make this into an Easter bonnet. So an Easter hat, should I say. Whoops, it's got a bit of a bash in it. Let's see, it's got a bit bashed about there. So this will be decorated and become, you know, more Eastery. And then I did actually find my sparkly one at the last minute, but you know, as I say, I just found, first of all, found the calendar. So I'm going to end the broadcast there. I'll find the link for, and if anybody's on Twitter, go and tweet out, because it's got the hashtag Wear a Hat Day, and I might take a silly picture of me and put it out there, just so that we get more awareness, because the more we can tweet, the more we can share these things, the more people know about the charities. So that was my little broadcast for the day, talking about Wear a Hat Day, and also talking about the fantastic community I live in and the people who are doing kind things and paying it forward. So I'm going to have to finish up there now, because I need to shortly, I'm off to do other things. I might broadcast later. I've got a meeting with the digital entrepreneurs later. I'm meeting up with somebody for coffee who I met last night. We had a wonderful networking meeting last night in Kiva's Cafe. My networking meetings are great, not just for businesses now, but I'm inviting charity people in. I'm inviting community people in, and linking lots of people up, because the more we link, the more we join the dots, the more we all can help each other. And it's just turning the community is just, it's amazing. It's just coming together to do lots of lovely things. So thank you so much for coming into the broadcast today. And if any of you want to wear hats and, come into the broadcast later with me, then just let me know, because I can invite you in while you're wearing your hats. And they don't have to be silly hats. They can be nice hats. They can be fancy hats, whatever you like, or whatever you feel that you want to wear on your head. Let me know, and we can do a broadcast around that. Anyway, love you lots. See you all soon. You are a fantastic community, and I love seeing you here. Bye.